Hi everyone, it's Rachel from Sweet and Simple Home. Thanks so much for being here with me today on my channel. Today I want to spend some time decorating and working on a few things around my house. So I wanted to invite you to come along and join me. You can get your apron on or just grab something light and refreshing to drink and we can decorate together. I want to work on some shelf styling here in the dining room. This is an ongoing project that I know will never actually ever really be done. I want to tackle a little DIY. Some of you suggested that I cover my light switch and my plug-in switch with scraps from my wallpaper. I did this myself around this time last year, and then I continued it around Christmas time all the way to our front door. The more that I've looked at it over time, the more it does bother me. And so I do want to try that. I have scraps that I kept hoping to get to this at some point, and now that it's summer, I will have time. So that's one of the things I'd like to do as well. So today I'll also be switching out the bedding in our main bedroom. I am partnering with Quince today, and I'm so excited to be partnering with them. I was already a pretty big fan of their company. I have a few of their clothing pieces and have gifted some of their clothing pieces to friends and family. I love the whole concept of Quince, that they're taking these really high quality premium type fabrics and materials and making really good long-lasting products at affordable prices. So I love that, and I'm really excited that they now have products for the home. So let me show you what I got for our main bedroom. I have 3 of their products to share with you today from their bedding line. I have the king size premium down alternative pillow, the organic crisp percale fitted sheet set in the color Mist. It's the loveliest, most subtle light blue green, and the coverlet set is the organic ribbed cotton coverlet set in the color Mineral. It reminds me of the color of the clouds before it rains in the summertime, and I just love that. The down alternative pillows I chose because we prefer alternative to true down in our pillows, but I still love that soft feeling like down that you get with these pillows. They're perfectly supportive and yet full of that delightful squish you want when you're ready to lay your weary head down at the end of the day. So Quince is so thoughtful to allow you as the buyer to only buy the sheets that you actually want. So we're not top sheet people, they kind of bother us. So I was excited to find just a fitted sheet in a set with the pillowcases. So you can buy sheet bundles that have everything together if you wish. I just went for the fitted sheet set. I think any of their bedding items would make a fantastic wedding or bridal gift if you're attending showers or weddings this summer like we are. Definitely something to keep in mind. The sheets are very soft, soothing to the touch. You can feel the quality in them when you touch them. And these are sheets that are going to last the test of time. The organic ribbed cotton coverlet is incredibly soft and so cozy, yet not too heavy. The texture is really soothing and is visibly beautiful, yet really simple. And I played around with whether or not to put the lighter colored pillowcase that matched the sheets in front or behind. And I ultimately decided that I loved how the blue contrasts look with my green velvet headboard. I just thought that was absolutely stunning. So I went with this. It's just really refreshing to sleep in these light, soft fabrics that are so breathable and beautiful. I will have links to all the products from Quince that I got linked down below for you. So if you're looking for things that are high quality, long lasting, gifts that you could give this summer, I definitely use those links. You can discover they have even more beautiful items for their home. And thank you so much to Quince for partnering with me in this video. We absolutely love our new bedding. Okay, so now I'm gonna focus on my shelves. I kind of just wanna play around a bit. I've been thinking a lot about what I would like to try. The other space that I really just feel like I haven't quite figured out is this top shelf. It's crowded, there's barely any books up here. I think that I can do better on this one, and I'll just keep playing around and show you as I go what I decide to do. Okay, so I am trying this little vase. I got this at a yard sale last summer for $1, and I feel like it gives a little bit more visual room for the eye between the end of this bookend and the piece of decor. So I like that. I love displaying books. I feel like books are definitely a priority in our home, but we wanted to also have space to display things that we think are beautiful, things that we collect. I liked what my eye did with this turquoise color because it's good to move in diagonals in colors. I think I want to play around with this shelf now. I'm feeling less confident about how that looks at this moment. So I'm gonna play around with that now. Okay, if you saw my recent library sale haul, I found these amazing metal bookends at this library sale for $1/4 a piece. And I feel like this scale-wise is too big for our vintage Tolkien collection. I think this scale will fit better on these bigger books. So here's our scale comparison. So I visually lightened up what's on this shelf, and I'm liking that. Removing that really did help. And if you haven't heard me mention before, this is a little apple that my dad made out of wood and an old nail. And then this piece of wood that I used to make this sort of display frame is from a vintage apple box factory that my great-grandpa worked at, and possibly my great-great-grandpa as well. And my dad had a few of those pieces from that apple box factory, and he gave me one. So I have the apple for our orchard heritage as a family, and then the apple orchard box heritage from the family. And then I clipped up this "Courage is found in unlikely places" quote, which is from The Hobbit. And then I have some of our Tolkien collection here. I like it when decor on a shelf has a bit of a story, so I'm liking this shelf together. So these big old vintage bookends are much more suited for this shelf than the little guys I had there before. And I kind of love that they're all beat up and scratched, and I love this blue color. It's so pretty. And I'm thinking that because we are behind our dining table right here, these ones here kind of need to be splash friendly. As in, if something gets splashed or spilled, it's not a major loss. So the more precious a book is, the higher and the further away from the table it is, if that makes sense. So this basket right here was normally there. It's too big to actually like fit things in. I have to like remove it to put anything in it. So it doesn't do anything except provide some visual texture. I can't really use it for storage where it's at, and it's too big to put up on top. I've tried that. I've gotten a lot of comments on the top, and I think it's just something I'll get to over time. We don't want to put anything too heavy there. If someone were to bump the shelf, I wouldn't want it to fall on someone's head because this is behind our dining table. So I just remembered that I got this recently off of Facebook Marketplace, and I just haven't shown you guys. So let me get myself situated and I'll show you. Okay, so I got this from a teacher who was getting rid of a lot of her stuff. I think it was just $10. It was a really great price. So these are little individual globes, and there's 10 of them. And then this, she also was selling, and I asked for it too. She did tell me there was a dent in it, and there is. So it wasn't necessarily the most accurate. It sure looks cool though, right? I really liked the compass rose on it because I do teach about directions in my class. The other vintage globe I have is starting to get damaged from going back and forth, and this one is metal, so I felt like it would hold up more to me needing to go back and forth and move around with it. We rent our school from another building. We don't get to leave our school supplies there. I have to take them back and forth. And I had the idea, like, what if I put these like in one of my bowls? Wouldn't that be kind of fun? Maybe do 5 in this one. That does look pretty cool. I do like that. I don't know if this is just because my eyes aren't used to seeing things up there, or if it's just that I don't have enough yet to play around with as far as pieces to use that aren't too heavy, you know, that aren't too precious or too heavy to put up there. So I'm struggling a bit with liking it, but like I said, will never be done. This will be a project I can continue to work on for years, but I definitely need to give myself a stopping point so I don't spend all day working on this. But this is probably one of my favorite changes. I really love the little globes in there. And I like having the green baskets with supplies here. I have colored pencils in there and more bookmarks in there. Okay, so I just have a few things on the ends of each bookcase. I showed you that one. And then on this side I have a vase with flowers, a few older books, and a basket. I'm still thinking about it, you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. All right, moving on. I brought my scraps in from the garage. I'm going to try my best to match up the pattern with, you know, where it is, but I don't know how perfectionistic I want to be about it. So I'm going to try it with the little guy first and see how it goes. I found a scrap that's pretty close to where this sits. I gave this a really good wipe down because you don't want the dust to keep the peel and stick wallpaper from sticking. So I'm going to use a Sharpie to put a dot where the little screw will go, and then I can use that dot to help guide me. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my scissors and cut off some of the excess. Little cuts on the side. The corners are definitely the hard part, and I had to kind of do a little extra tiny cut there and kind of smoosh that a bit. All right, all the corners are kind of smooshed in. I'm sure there's a better way to do the corner than I did, but hey, I'm going with it. So I have this little crafting knife. I'm just gonna slice the center in an X shape kind of, and do the same thing where I'm moving the wallpaper out of the way and creating a nice edge. I'm just trying to push. Not bad. All right, the moment of truth. That's not bad. Oh my word, that's actually not too bad at all. Okay, I'm gonna go get my screwdriver so I can attach it back. Yay, that's exciting. All right, once again, I think I found a scrap that fits that spot. It's got plenty of wiggle room so I can make the cuts I need to make. So I'm gonna get to work. Okay, there it is, and I'm pleased. I'm quite proud of myself. So thank you to those of you who suggested I do this. You were so right. It definitely looks a lot better with those switch plates covered up. Thanks so much everyone for watching and for being here today. I hope you enjoyed seeing the little things that I'm doing to make my home beautiful. Just little by little, you can do things that just make your home feel more like you. So whether that's tackling some shelf styling, doing a little DIY you've been putting off, maybe go to Quince and get yourself some new sheets, treat yourself, whatever it is to make your home beautiful. I hope I've inspired you to try something for this summer. And the beautiful bedding from Quince is linked down below in the description box. I hope you'll go visit them, discover all the beautiful things that they have. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Quince, for partnering with me. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you all very soon. Take care. Bye.